Hello, and today I'll be making a video on the teams I think how they will finish at the end of this year. So let's do this. Colts, I think they'll be an okay, I don't think they're the greatest team in the world, but they're definitely not one of the worst. I think their running game uh, is good. Jonathan Taylor, Carson Wentz, he's been a little shaky, but he's been, okay QB, but he definitely is not the greatest. Um, Falcons, I think they're gonna be a bad team, but I don't think they're gonna be like the worst team in the league. They got some potential with Kyle Pitts, but I think they do need to draft a quarterback in this upcoming NFL draft. Um, Matt Ryan's just getting too old. He's an okay QB still, but he's not gonna give them a Super Bowl, and that's what you're going for. The Rams, I think they're gonna finish as a real like a goated team. The Rams are a really good team. They just traded for Von Miller. They got Aaron Donald. Their defense is stacked. They got Matthew Stafford. He's a great quarterback. Um, Receiving core is pretty good. Uh, yeah, I think I like their team. Their running back is good. Their running back core is good. So yeah, I think I like their team, pretty much everything about their team. Saints. Saints, I think they're just gonna be okay. Um, I don't. I think they're not gonna finish, in the greats, but I think they won't be, like they're doing good right now, but I don't think they're gonna finish great. You know, they're right now great, but I don't think they're finished great, and that's what I'm going off of. The Giants, they're trash. You just can't say anything else about them. They're just bad. The Vikings, I don't know about them. The Vikings I could put in bad or okay, but I do think they could be a sleeper team. They're definitely not great, but I think they can be an okay team. I think they're not as bad as the Falcons. You Lions, they're gonna tank. They're already 0-8, pretty sure, or either 0-8, 0-9. Yeah. So yeah, they might as well just tank. If they get number one pick, it's great. Get like a pass rusher, or they could draft a quarterback. Probably not though, but yeah, like Kayvon Thibodeau, that'd be a good pick for them. Or like Derek Stingley. I don't know. Cowboys, I think they're a great team. Uh, I will give it to them. They are a good team. Uh, they got some great weapons. Quarterback's pretty good. Dak Prescott's a good quarterback. Zeke is all right. He came off of a bad season, but he's been doing pretty well this season. I'll give him that. Their defense is kind of bad, but they're doing well. So I think they will finish well. I think they'll make the playoffs. Cardinals. See, right now, okay. I'm gonna put them in goaded. Uh, I think their team will. They're gonna make the playoffs. I know that probably. I don't think unless they choke, but their team's been doing great this season, and I think that they'll finish good. This Washington football team haven't updated, I guess, on this, but Washington football team, uh, I think they're gonna be better. They're gonna be. I don't know. I think they should probably tank. Um, you know, their team has not been that good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put them in the bad. Uh, their team hasn't been great, but I think they will do a little bit better than the teams I have at tank. So I'm gonna put them at bad, and I think they'll do as good or a little bit better than the Falcons. Maybe the Falcons. I maybe do a little bit better, but the Jets tank. They're never really that good. I feel bad for their team. They just the quarterback's hurt right now. Hey, Mike White. He just led them to a winning game. So but yeah, I think they should probably tank, or they're gonna tank, even if they don't want to. Bengals, I don't think they're gonna finish a good team. I think they're finishing an okay team. Um, I just don't think. I think they're a good team and all, but I just don't think they compare to other teams that I think they could make the playoffs. But I'm not 100% on that. But I just think that they're not going to do as good during late in the season than they are right now. You know, the Patriots, yeah, I'm gonna say as okay too. Um, they're gonna be a mid-level team, but they're not gonna be like great or like horrible, but they're gonna be like one of the mid-level teams. Uh, Titans, I think they're gonna be a great team. But they did just lose Derrick Henry, so this could affect some stuff. But their team is still good, so I think I'm gonna put them in great. Buccaneers, Bucks. Ooh, look what goated. Their team is nice. They quarterback, Tom Brady's great. Everything about their team I like pretty much. So, I'm gonna go goated. Browns. Go with I'm gonna go with okay because their team is 4-4 right now. Uh, I don't know, man. Their team is good. It's just I don't know. They haven't really executed as I like. Baker Mayfield just got off an injury. If I wouldn't be surprised though if the Browns become great. I'm not gonna. If I would pick, I would put them right there. But for right now, I'm gonna put them at okay. Um, Chargers. I think they're gonna be a great team. I think Justin Herbert will come back, and I think he will start doing good again. And like he hasn't done bad, but I'm just saying like they've been on a little bit of losing streak, but I think he'll lead them their way to the playoffs. Great team. Bears. I'm gonna put them at bad. They're. It's just I don't know. They're just feels good and all, but I don't trust them right now, and they got a good okay team, but I don't think they're gonna execute as well. Bills, they're a great team. Like the Bills, what can you say about them? They're a great team. They got defense. They got a great QB in Josh Allen. They got some great receivers in Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley. They're just a good team, And when you have good teams, then they become great teams, and that's what the Bills are. And I think, and that record right now shows that. So, the Eagles, I'm gonna go with okay. No, I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go with okay. The Eagles, I feel like they're gonna step up a little bit. So I'm gonna change one thing to this. All right, I will just I'm gonna put the Browns up there. I just trust them, and I think their running game is gonna help them a lot with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, and I just think that they're gonna get up there, and they've had a rocky season right now, but hey, everybody has rocky seasons. Doesn't mean they can't come back from them. Chiefs, they've been alright. But where do I want to put them? Do I want to put them at great? Like, yeah, I'm gonna put them at great. They're a good team. They're a great team, but like, I don't know. Like I said, they haven't like with other teams. Some of them just haven't executed well, and the Chiefs they haven't executed well. But they are the Chiefs, and you know the Chiefs. They're gonna come back. They're not gonna. Or at least I don't think they're gonna be as bad as they have been. But I think the Chiefs can come back, be strong. I think they will make the playoffs. They're not gonna be first seed. I definitely don't think they'll be first seed. But I will say I do think they're gonna make playoffs. Broncos. I'm gonna go bad. Broncos have been on a losing streak. A losing streak. Um, yeah, they've been on a losing streak, and I just don't trust their team. They trade away Von Miller. Their team's just getting bad, and I think this is a team where they could target quarterback in the draft or really anything do anything in the draft. But yeah, quarterback could be a need because Bridgewater. I don't think he's going to be the guy there in Denver. Green Bay. Goated. I didn't trust their team coming in this season because of Aaron Rodgers, And I thought if he did stay, he wouldn't do as great because of the chemistry. But he has shown me wrong. He's made me look wrong, and I will give him that. And I will say that his team has done great things. Team is a good team, and Aaron Rodgers is still playing really, really good. So Raiders. See, the Raiders kind of confusing because they just lost their head coach, But yeah, they're not a great team. They're an okay team, Their team, I don't think is gonna finish as good as these teams up here, but I do think that they're a good team. It's just what's happened this season with their coach and everything is just put them down a little bit. So I think I'm gonna put them at okay. Uh, Ravens. Put them a great team. Lamar Jackson, stellar QB, stellar QB. Run. He's actually been pretty well thrown this season, but he's not. He's not the greatest thrower, but his running game, he's okay thrower, and the defense is nice. Marlon Humphrey, and I think they're a good team, and I think they're better than the okay teams, and I think they're as good as these teams right here. Steelers. Uh they did just beat the Browns. I'm gonna put them at okay. Their team is just mid. Their team is mid. Like their quarterback Ben. He's kind of struggling. And they did just lose their receiver for like the whole season, but they did just beat the Browns. So and I think their team is their team isn't great, but their team isn't horrible. They're just mid. Texans tank. They're the QB right now is Davis Mills. He's not executed as they probably would have liked, but can't do everything. And he hasn't played horrible, but he certainly hasn't played like great. So I'm gonna put Texas at tank. If they tank, they get a better draft pick. And all right, this is one of the teams where I really think they're gonna pick quarterback. Like I honestly do think they're this. This is the team they pick QB. Also, Steelers may pick a QB, but they're it depends. Dolphins. I think they'll step up a little bit, but they're still gonna be a bad team. I don't know what happened. I thought they were going to be at least an okay team this year, but they haven't. They've struggled really bad. I think. Tua. I feel bad for the guy, but yeah, but I don't think they probably should tank, but they're not going to be like a team that's going to take on purpose. I feel like they can still come back, from this, but they're not going to make playoffs. Let's just say that they're not going to make playoffs. They have I don't think they have any chance to make. Jaguars tank. Uh, my favorite team Seahawks, and I just watched them get obliterated by their backup QB. It was not a good game. It was like the worst game of the Jaguars I've ever seen. Like that was just horrible, like really bad for Jaguars. But I will say, they still got potential. Because they got Trevor Lawrence, who is going to develop, hopefully. They got Travis Etienne, who got hurt, but he can develop too. And they got some young guys. They can work on that, and now they're going to have a probably good pick, so they can get another young guy that will help them as well. They're not going to be good for a little bit. I don't think they'll be at least okay for maybe another 2-3 years. But I will say they have some potential. My Seahawks, I think they're going to finish out okay. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I love the Seahawks. I'm been a Seahawks fan my whole life. It's just our team has been not that great this year. Russell Wilson, he's gonna come back, I think, next in our next game. So the bye is about to happen next week. So then after that week, Russell Wilson is supposed to be back. I hope he is. Yeah, I think our team could make the playoffs. I'm not, but probably not. I'm not gonna be. You know, I'm gonna. I want them to make playoffs, of course. But I just there's not. We don't have a lot of chances. But beating the Jaguars was a big win. I will say that. Panthers, definitely just okay team. I think they'll finish okay. They'll probably be like 9-8, 8-9, around there. It's just the team is solid, but yeah, they're not competing with the great teams. And the San Francisco 49ers, they're mid as well. I think they will stay mid this whole season. I think the Seahawks will get over the 49ers in the division, but they're not as good as these two teams. And yeah, I think this is my rankings. I think this is what's going to happen towards the end of the season. Yeah, if you disagree with anything here, tell me. But yeah, I'm seeming pretty solid. If there's one thing I would change to any of this, I'd put the Chargers. It's okay, and then put the I don't know, maybe that's yeah, I don't know. I'd put the Bengals, but or I guess the Raiders. Nah, Bengals could go up there. Bengals have been all right, but yeah, I think this is just perfect how it is. I may just put. If there was one change, maybe I put Chargers there and just keep like that. But yeah, I think this is a good list. Yeah, like I said, if you have anything like that, anything that you think is wrong with this list or anything, just tell me in the comments, or if you know me in real life, just tell me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.